If you've ever asked yourself, why are so many of my leads junk that don't become paying customers? This isn't a Google problem, it's a strategy problem that actually has pretty straightforward solutions. So in this video, I will share how to significantly improve your lead quality from Google Ads and how to concentrate your budget on chasing top quality leads only. I've personally applied and tested these strategies in many accounts, and if you implement them in your business, you will see fewer leads overall, but they will be much higher quality. Your sales team will thank you, your cost per customer will drop, and you will spend much less time dealing with time-wasting leads. So without further ado, let's get into it. Attracting high-quality traffic. Let's start at the very beginning. Everything starts with the traffic you attract. If you're driving low-quality traffic, you are guaranteed low-quality leads. So go through your search term report, make sure your ads are showing for high-intent search terms, and add irrelevant or low-quality search terms to your negative keywords. Also, the quality of traffic from different networks or campaign types will be different as well. If you're a service business, focus most of your budget on the search network. If you are both a service and e-commerce business, focus the majority of your budget on search and performance max. A click from the search network on a high-intent search term will be much higher quality than a click from a generic or low-intent keyword or from a display network, for example. Plus, if your goal is quality over quantity, take advantage of demographic exclusions as well. Google lets you filter by age, gender, in some markets even household income, parental status, and so on. If you know that leads between 18 and 24 years old don't end up turning into paying customers, exclude this age range from targeting. If your service requires a certain income level, exclude lower household incomes if it's available in your market. Yes, this will reduce your reach and increase your cost per click, but those clicks will be much higher quality and you will stop wasting money on irrelevant traffic. Qualifying your traffic. The next step is to qualify your traffic. In e-commerce, the goal is often to make the checkout and placing an order as easy as possible, but when it comes to generating leads, both your ad copy and your landing pages should not only attract the right people, but also should repel the wrong people. First and foremost, define what bad and good leads are. For example, a bad lead could be someone with a budget below your minimum, outside your service area, or looking for DIY solutions when you're offering a professional service. A good lead could be someone with a decision-making authority, a clear timeline, and a budget that matches your pricing. So sit down and make this list or ask your client to make it for you. Also, work with your sales team to understand what makes a lead worth pursuing. Once you know what good and bad leads look like, you can design your entire funnel around attracting more good leads and repelling bad ones. Your ads, your landing pages, your forms, everything should be working together to bring in people who match your ideal customer profile. For example, if you're a B2B service business and you only want to work with large companies, you can add a headline like enterprise solutions or for 50+ person teams directly to your ad copy to repel smaller companies from your ad, and at the same time, make your ad more relevant to your ideal customer. You want people who read your ad to think either, yes, this is exactly what I need, or no, this isn't for me. Often the strategy will negatively impact your click-through rate, so Google's AI will probably fight it. So make sure you pin your qualifying headlines to the second position to make sure that they always show in your ads. The same also goes for your landing pages and your lead forms. Use qualifying language there as well. For example, instead of just asking for a name, email, and phone number, ask qualifying questions like what's your budget, what's your timeline, and so on. The principle here is simple. If someone isn't willing to spend an extra 15 seconds to qualify themselves based on your lead form, they probably weren't a good fit anyway. In addition, you can use conditional logic on your forms. For example, if someone selects a budget below your minimum, you can redirect them to a helpful resource or to a downsell offer, for example. Processing your leads. So you've done all this work, you're attracting better clicks and leads. You better make sure that you turn those leads into qualified customers. First of all, you need to make sure that you have fast response times. The faster you respond, the more likely you are to catch your customers while they're actively looking for solutions. A Harvard Business Review study found that companies that respond within an hour are 7 times more likely to convert a lead than those who wait for more than 1 hour. Some studies even suggest that a response within 5 minutes can increase the likelihood of conversion by 100 times. So set up instant email and SMS notifications so you can respond within minutes, not hours. In addition, use scheduling tools that let prospects book consultation calls immediately after filling out your form. Also, consider adding a live chat to your site. Set up some autoresponders or AI chatbots for fast response times, and make sure that a salesperson is always monitoring this chat to quickly jump in when needed. Plus, tell your sales team to ask your top value leads where they learned about you and why they chose you, to give you some additional optimization signals. Second, your website and your content play a huge role as well. If your website looks outdated or unprofessional, or if your offer isn't crystal clear, high-quality prospects will leave before they even start filling out your lead form. Professional-looking sites attract professional customers. So make sure that your site matches the quality level of customers you want to attract. This means clear value proposition, professional design, testimonials from similar customers, and transparent information about your services and pricing. Tracking and algorithm training. Now let's get into the final but crucial step, feeding the right data back into Google's algorithm so it can optimize for your top quality leads. Google's algorithm learns from the signals you give it. Right now, you're probably only tracking form submissions as your primary conversion event, which basically tells Google that every lead is equally valuable, but you know that's not true. Some leads turn into customers, while others waste your time. The solution is teaching Google which clicks actually turn into paying leads. First, ask your developers to capture the Google Click ID on every form submission. This is a unique identifier that Google assigns to each ad click. Most form plugins can capture this automatically with one line of code. Second, send this data to your CRM or into a spreadsheet along with your lead information like names, email, and so on. Then, as you're processing your leads, track which ones turn into customers and, if possible, track the customer value as well. Third, upload this data back to Google Ads using either direct CRM integration or offline conversion tracking. Then set up multiple conversion actions in Google Ads, such as lead, qualified lead, paying customer, or whatever fits best into your business logic. And make sure that your campaigns optimize for paying customers specifically. This lets Google know exactly which clicks turned into paying customers, so you can effectively teach the algorithm to seek out similar leads. I will make a separate video about offline conversion tracking, so subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss that future video. Plus, tracking your customer values will allow you to switch to value-based bidding strategies such as target ROAS, making sure that Google doesn't only optimize for paying customers, but also for top value paying customers. Another best practice is to implement enhanced conversions for leads. It's a powerful feature that improves your conversion tracking accuracy when leads are captured on your site, but converted offline, like after a phone call, consultation, or sales process. Unlike basic conversion tracking that only measures form submissions, enhanced conversions lets you securely send hashed customer data such as name, email, phone, or address from your lead form to Google. Google then matches the data to logged-in users who clicked your ads. This gives Google better visibility into which leads turned into real conversions, even if the final sale happened offline or outside your website. Enhanced conversions for leads doesn't replace offline conversion tracking, but complements it. If you want me to make a dedicated video about enhanced conversions for leads and walk you through the setup process, drop a comment below and let me know. Also, use your customer list as a signal for audience targeting in your campaigns where it's available, and for creating lookalike audiences as well to further help guide Google's algorithm in the right direction. Use your offline conversion data to refine everything else. If certain search terms consistently bring in unqualified leads, add them as negative keywords. If certain ad copy attracts better quality prospects, expand those messages across more campaigns. Your mindset should not be just to test for higher click-through rates or lower cost per conversion. Test for lead quality and customer value instead. Sometimes an ad with lower click-through rate will bring in better leads because it's more selective about who clicks on the ad. And there you have it. Now you have everything you need to fix your lead quality problem on Google Ads, from targeting the right traffic to training Google's algorithm to find your ideal customers. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.